Hi guys, and welcome to round 1 of the Entoyment Store Championship. I am Ben, and today we have Gabbi on the right and myself on the left. I apologise here, I forgot to set up the camera, so this is just before turn 1 marshalling. So Gabbi set up Balon, Rose Road and the Wildling Scout. She's flipped into, I'm not 100% sure, Heads on Spikes, which I believe missed. Yes it did, hit at King's Road. And she's put out a Iron Mines and Asher. I put out a Duped Moonboy, a Fire of Followers and a Rose Road. I believe I did mulligan into this. So, not the best start, but not a bad start. Still got 4 cards out. I played Time of Plenty, which is quite a common start for my Bara Kings of Summer deck. Try and get a few more cards in hand. On the basis of my cards are better than my opponent's cards. So you see here, Gabbi is showing off her nice new play mat she got from the Southern Weekender for Best Hat, which has a nice picture of Richard Walker on and Darren Hazelton. I didn't realise it was Darren to start with, and I'm quite glad at this stage that's covered up. So I used the King's Road to bring out Mel, needing Balon, and she gets a bodyguard immediately. Even though it's a crossing deck, I'm still kind of worried about Valor because it's Greyjoy. And then also put out the painted table to for dominance effect. So we have a military coming in from Asher. Which goes unopposed, and I take a dupe off Moonboy. So I then play Even-Handed Justice to nil Asher. I kind of wanted to get a power on Gabbi's side there, so I could steal it basically. So yeah, this is the Entoyment in pool. We had a 10 out of 10, but still some pretty good players. We had Ryan Wood and Joe there, which fellow Soldier and Bannerman. This goes to Intrigue, which also goes unopposed. So now I can win, get 2 power at the end of the turn, and a copy of Fire Followers is taken for claim. So we've got Moonboy coming in for power. Give me 2 power, 1 for the unopposed, and a card draw for Insight. Intrigue from Melisandre. Give me another power. Taking out a Lord Sport Shipwright. And I win Dominance. Give me 2 more power. So I get 5 power there for the Baratheons after turn 1. No power for the Greyjoy. On the base of I kind of need to work fast here, because obviously once Greyjoy Lord of the Crossing starts gaining power, it really starts gaining power. So just into the second plot phase. So yeah, we played 4 rounds of Swiss, no cut. I've got all 4 rounds of Swiss on here for you, which will give me the next few days. And then we did a draft tournament, which I also recorded. So something a bit different for the cast. I'm not 100% sure when we're going out. So if Time of Plenty get into Noble KoS. See, I'm not 100% sure to go out because I kind of can sit on it for a little bit because it's draft and the meta isn't going to move on because it's draft. But it will be out fairly soon, I'm sure. So I think I chose Gabbi to go first there. It certainly looks that way. So Gabbi's got 6 gold. I am sorry about the glare right where the plots are. That's quite annoying. So Noble KoS and Sea Tower Knelt and 3 gold. So is this Victorian? It certainly is. So bar the lack of an intrigue icon, that's not a bad board state across the other side there with Victorian, Asher and Balon. 2 gold is spent for Maester Windermere. And I get my 7 gold. So we get a dragon port. Spend 2, so it's as far into. So, priest, the Ashari priestess, who so her reaction Neil's Windermere, and then Balon is knelt with Melisandre's reaction. I'm really loving this priestess. Getting that second meal in is really good. And we have another R'hllor character played there, which is interesting, which is Celise Baratheon. I believe that one's right. Never do you get the names wrong, I'm sure you'll be telling me below. I'm rubbish at names. If you ever listen to the podcast, you'll probably know that. So you have an unopposed military, except in the name of the king, stops that dead. So Asher's kept knelt, which is the important bit of that. And this is the oppressive Bara Neil's really kicking in now.
It's a very weird.
Having 3 characters knelt out to all 5 of mine standing. My characters probably aren't quite as good on the board, but it doesn't matter if they're doesn't matter how good your characters are if they're knelt.
You can't say you're not giving. The only problem is you're taking all the power.
I'll let you have. If you don't have power, I can't steal it.
So Gabbi there's saying that I was saying that I was being quite giving by giving lots of card draw with 2 times of plenty. But Gabbi is saying yes, but you're also being quite selfish by taking all the power. So I think Gabbi's passed here. So I have an entry coming in, which is opposed. And I get a copy of Euron Crow's Eye. Not a bad pull.
Thought about it, was trying to get more out there.
I was just saying I always thought that's what was coming out with the Noble Cause. Which I did. I would say with the amount of money that was going in there. So this we've got a big power challenge coming in for 6 to get past. So no claim on that, but get a card draw off Moonboy, which is the main reason for doing it, and then we get an unopposed military, putting it up to 6 power. Claim is going to be the scout. Now, so that leaves no intrigue icons, and I gain dominance. So 7-0 to Bara after turn 2.
Let's just not gain any power. That'll stop him.
There's no power to steal. I can't lose. Yes.
And Gabbi's saying that her new strategy is just not to gain any power because I can't steal it. It's an interesting, well, to quote Dodgeball, it's a brave strategy card, and let's see how that works out for them.
Actually, I probably should have drawn a card, but no.
So on to the 3rd plot stage. This has been a very quick game so far. Obviously 8 minutes into this video, we're already on the 3rd turn. But that's kind of Greyjoy crossing for you and move against Bara.
How many cards now?
Yeah. Oh, you've got a 5. Yeah, you don't have any dead pile.
-1 there. 4.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get it right in a minute.
Too many stress.
-1.
And we have Calling the Banners into Song of the Summer.
In fact, I can't stop it. So I'll let that one go.
So Gabbi getting 5 gold
2 cards, like chump.
from Calling the
It
Banners.
was a toss up between playing them or the
Only 2 card rubbish.
And if you're on to the 3rd marshalling. So yeah, there'll be a playlist for this. So if this is the, if you're not catching this initial release and you're just caught this game, there will be a playlist. So you'll see the other 3 rounds of Swiss, and also look out for other store championships which I'll be posting up. We're going to leisure games this weekend. I'll be taking my camera. So it looks like quite a bit of the London meta going there. The Cross Keys, all pretty good players. So I'm hoping to get some good games from that. We've had Silverhand marshalled onto Balon.
I'll oppose that. Blackwood's crew, 3, 4, 5. still.
I win.
You do.
So trigger black push, draw a
Yep.
card.
But you
Play
lose
one.
3 for the Great Kraken.
Now.
And Sea Tower Knelt, and 2 gold for the Priest of the Drowned God. So I get my 6 gold.
a Rose Road.
I play out the Rose Road.
Stand strength of 5.
Nil. Pay 2 for the red.
Get the red keep out, so obviously hopefully getting the card draw off that and making power challenge even that bit more hard for Gabbi to win.
Then 1 to milk.
And a Milk Balon. I know he's still going to get stealth, but I don't really want that ability from no one to be able to defend kind of getting in there. Even though I can now defend with one person, the red keep and defend, because they still get 2 strength from the challenge, just not unopposed. I just don't really want Balon to do much. So we've got Seen in Flames played. And no, I'm going to take the Nightmares. So I'm going to take Nightmares out of the equation.
Yep, you are.
And with the
I will
nil,
nail.
there's almost no point kneeing Balon because he can just be stood with Silver Hand. And also he isn't getting renowned at the moment, I guess. Can't remember what it did. So it is Asher. Stop her stealth.
Done.
So I get 5 more gold.
5 more gold.
Sorry, 5 of you.
Three from home. Yeah. I was expecting to just put the lot on in one go.
So Gabby's having a little think about her first challenge here. So we have an entry coming in from the Priest of the Drowned God.
6 gold.
I must remember, I'm actually got some strength there. I still.
So I defend for with the Priestess.
I'll use skills.
Pretty sure this one I quite liked my hand. I want to say I got Rob in there. That could be confused a different game. So we have a military stealth and the Fire Followers coming in. So it's unopposed power. And I kill the Priestess. I have a I think I might be about to play Wildfire the next turn, which is why I don't mind killing off another character. So Balon stood with the Seal of the Hand. So a massive power challenge, stealthing Melisandre.
Power for ridiculous. Something unopposed.
Okay.
You win.
Yep.
Right.
So I lose the power challenge.
Let's do. Intrigue with 5.
So Melisandre's knelt.
I'm going to spend a gold to give him
So
a big icon.
spending gold to give an intrigue icon to Moonboy, partly for more for his draw than anything else. And I think I debate whether to do military here. So you're going to do military, yes, and military with Fire Followers on the hope that Balon will be knelt. So I win dominance. Basically, the choice is now: do you want? If I win dominance, gain 2 power, or you don't kill anyone, or I get an unopposed military here, gain a power, and Gabbi gains a power. So that is unopposed. So Iron Mind saves Maester Lewin, not Lewin, Windermere.
Yep.
And Gabbi wins Dom. And see, Gabbi there raced after basically having no power for 3 turns, has just got 6 power in 1 turn. I think. Has she not put her dominance power in there? I think she's forgotten to put her dominance power in. Or was it a tide die? No. Yeah. I think she has forgotten to put her dominance power. Okay, so it should be 8-6 right now, but it's actually 8-5.
Go through from military with strength of 5, 6, 7. Sure.
Do you want to play any of these?
So we have confiscation into
Go
a
first.
Clash of Kings.
Is it the hand by any chance?
Yeah,
So
use
the hand's
those
going on first.
action to sack himself.
Okay. Draw 2.
So I believe Gabbi is going first.
Ridiculous
Yeah,
power
why not?
challenge. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, well, it was after playing that, drew those two. It's like, well,
So we have a King's Road played out, which gets immediately sacrificed. Sea Towers knelt, and Theon enters play.
1.
2.
2 for Salty Navigator and 1 for the Seastone Chair.
Love that board for it. I need to make it push out at me.
So that board's got pretty wide there now for Gabbi. So I only have 5 gold, unfortunately. So we'll play another Rose Road. Spend 1 for another Milk. Just debating who to put it on. We go with Victorian.
Any big transactions?
So I'm sitting on 4 gold.
Look, no, 'cause I've got no cards.
Almost ominous in the
So
Do you have any actions for this? No, so
George Anchors just says that at the start of any phase, no matter what he's playing, to psych you out.
you have to start, otherwise it gets obvious.
I was asking you to do pre-challenge actions. Not that I did, but it's something I've started learning to do where I should just say a bit more often of, do you have any pre-challenge actions? Because I don't want to make it seem like I do have a pre-challenge action. So you have an entry coming in here from the Priest of the Drowned God, which I'm really debating over. So I fully defend with the Fiery Followers and Celise. I think that's Celise. Again, if I got it wrong, I'm apologising. I always get her and her daughter mixed up. So again, clear indication I really like my hand. I'm down to only 3 cards, so probably there's 1 card I like in there. There's not an unrealistic chance of that card being pulled for claim.
fine. Give everything stealth. Oh, wait.
What do Bara have that's ambushable?
Gabbi's asking what does Bara have that's ambushable. I'll give you because it's my favourite card in the whole Bara range at the moment. And so we've got a military stealthing the Fiery Followers. Four gold is put aside, and the City Watch is ambushed in.
Yeah, they do, but I've got more power on my house card.
So obviously only ambushed in for 4 because I have more power on my house card. So they defend. I lose the military, but more importantly, I stop all the unopposed shenanigans. And they're probably about to lose the power challenge here, though, which is quite frustrating. But I think there's much I can do about that.
Power challenge with the double step.
Yeah, power challenge, double stealth, so it's going to be unopposed. So crossing, Great Kraken, claim.
Did I do Great Kraken? I can't remember.
Unopposed, crossing, claim. No.
Unopposed, crossing, claim, Great Kraken.
And that's
And I think
me.
Gabbi, yep, Gabbi has forgotten Clash of Kings.
I know what you're thinking.
Intrigue?
So we have an entry challenge coming in from Melisandre.
Yeah, the original. Yes, for the original cost. Claim.
My cards. Still my club deck.
Oh yeah, so you have no.
Gabbi has no cards in hand at this point.
Okay, they stab. I think you have dominance, don't you?
Yep.
So Gabbi has dominance. At this point, Gabbi's raced out to 10 power. So that's 2 turns of having no power, and that's just the power Greyjoy there. Got out to 10 power. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I know this is a wildfire here. Yeah, wildfire into Rise of the Kraken.
Yep.
So Gabbi's choosing to go first, but I had to wildfire at that point. The board's got so wide, she has no cards in hand, and yeah, this is just getting a little bit out of hand. So I decide to. It's the time to wildfire, get that board smaller, let me control the board a bit more. I just killed Moon Boy off because I only had 4 characters. Gabbi had to kill off quite a few there with Maester Windermere, Victarion, the Salty Navigator, and the Priest of the Drowned God. So that was quite a sizable chunk of her forces knelt out there, and especially on the Rise of Kraken turn. The board's smaller now, and she's not really able to play much out. Only Salty Navigator and the Asher. So hopefully here I can get some control, and here we go. So another Priestess played out, which nils Asher and the Salty Navigator, and I get Gendry into play. I think I lied. I'm pretty sure I don't have Bob in hand in this game. So this is always a problem I have with Rise of Kraken. Although Gabbi had the gold made no difference. It's quite often the gold you get on a Rise of the Kraken turn just isn't enough, and it's a bit of a win more card. I found, and I've played a lot of Greyjoy over the years. Over the year. And quite often I still think it's actually a very good plot, if I'm honest. I think Clash of Kings is a much better plot for Greyjoy. A little extra gold, slightly higher initiative, I want to say, and really you just get double claim on the only challenge that matters. At least in a crossing deck where you're just trying to get to 15 as quick as possible. So Gabbi's having to think here, only having... Well, she has got 2 lots of stealth on the board, which is quite annoying, but I think I have enough out there that, barring like a double, just going all out for a power challenge at this moment, I would just win the challenge and then come back with 3 more challenges, or and probably win dominance and Gendry, and the painted table would go off, and that would be quite a bad situation for Gabbi. So I think Gabbi has just passed challenges.
You did 3 from that.
I think that was a pretty pivotal plot phase and marshalling, because if I hadn't reduced her board down to the size it is, I think Gabbi probably would have won the board a game at that point. I was no way of defending that much. So we have an entry coming in. Still no cards in Gabbi's hand, but I'm still.
That's still your book deck.
I get another unopposed power.
It has been for the last 2 turns. Military.
So I have a military coming in for the 5 followers. Again, just trying to get someone to kneel out. So Theon kneels to defend it. So I can now go with a power of 8 from the City Watch because of the Red Keep, which even with the scout ship out there is enough for me to win.
In the challenge phase,
I forget the first trigger off the Red Keep. I stand, so I win dominance. So Dom, painted table, and Gendry puts me up to 13 power. And Gabbi's back down to 7. So you see that turn really just flipped the whole game on its head. I felt like it was getting away from me from the turn before I wildfired, and then that wildfire, I was able to fill out the board. Gabbi wasn't, and yeah. Now Gabbi's played Counting Coppers, and I have played. I think that is Yes, close call. So I draw. Basically, I think I did that more than anything for the card draw. I'm quite happy to go first or second at this point. I don't really mind. So Gabby's only going to have 3 gold. So although she has to fill her hand back up, there's not much she can play out at this point.
Balon Solar.
Oh, Balon Solar's out, which unfortunately has come out a little bit late to be useful.
Really well with it, but they always get it set up.
So,
The problem is it's not a card you want more than one of.
so there's 3 costs. Another Priest of the Drowned Gods come into play.
Particularly good.
And Gabby's pass sitting on 1 gold. So I have 9 gold from 3 Rose Road, Summer, and the plot. And I put another Dragonstone Port. So economy has not been a problem in this game. Play 1 gold for Dragonstone Faithful.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Now, pay 3.
So I pay 4 gold for Sedavos.
Pay 2.
2 to play. To play I can't remember the sword is now. Where the sword? Basically, I just played the Lightbringer, which I basically just played to get a kneel. There was no useful targets, obviously, for it, but it's just like I just want to kneel out a character, so a law card. Shouldn't see a law card I had in hand at that point. So I'm going to play. So I've got Nightmares, which I believe goes on. So Nightmares are great crack in there to cut down any chance of power, getting power off it, and to take out the stealth and Balon.
Greyjoy, who pulls it back as a Greyjoy player?
And it sits on 3 gold. And this game has been fast and furious. So I'd like to take the chance to thank Kingsley and Pete for hosting the tournament. We'll try and remember to do that again later on. If you're ever in the pool area, I'd highly recommend going to Entoyment. Pete's a lovely guy, the shop's really nice. They're about to move to a much bigger venue, so it's a really great place to go and get your hobby crack.
Let's go no challenges and maybe somehow you'll completely mess
So Gabby has passed challenges.
up. No, there's no point saying nothing.
Oh no, she hasn't. She's doing an intrigue,
Intrigue to potentially more.
which I block with the priestess.
Opposed.
Yeah.
And then Gabby calls the game. So thanks so much to Gabby for letting me record. And guys, please come back next time for round 2 of the Entoyment Store Championship. As always, it's been emotional.